Hello everyone, this is Mumbo, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 93 and it is currently 9:35 in the morning on a Friday, and I have to say, I don't usually start recording my Hermitcraft episodes this early in the morning, but today, I'm just feeling brilliant, okay? I have to say, I woke up in the morning, and you know, some days you just wake up and you just sort of like blast out of bed and you're like, today's going to be a good day. I don't know if it has anything to do with Fridays, and to be honest with you, I don't know if you can hear that noise outside, but they've just started mowing the lawn, so maybe today's not going to be such a good day. It seems like, well, I've got like a bunch of grass outside my house that is council owned, and they've just turned up with their massive great lawnmower thing, and they're now mowing the lawn out there. So there's a chance that you can potentially hear that, but I don't care. I'm going to continue because, as I say, today's a good day. So to start off with, in today's episode, I want to discuss with you something that I have discussed with you multiple times, and it's something that I've seen popping up in my comment section. And that, my friends, is console Minecraft. Now, I'm going to inform you that this is going to be coming. What I forgot to mention is the fact that it wasn't going to be coming anytime soon. Like, when I said I'm going to be doing console Minecraft, a lot of people expected those videos to start in that week. I'm still trying to work things out. I'm still trying to work out how I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to have to buy one of those HD PVR things and basically get myself organized. Then, of course, I'm going to have to create redstone designs and basically work with console redstone for a little while before I feel comfortable making videos on it. So that is the plan at the minute. I just thought I'd make that very clear because, as I say, I've seen quite a lot of comments down in the comment section saying, "Oh, where's console Minecraft? You said you were going to be starting that soon." Yes, I am going to be starting it soon, but I've just got to get myself prepared. So, now that all of that's out of the way, we can crack on with the plans that we have for today's episode. And of course, at the end of the last episode of Hermitcraft, I left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger, I guess, where I had built the redstone contraption, but of course I hadn't built it on Hermitcraft. I designed it all, and it turned out it was a much bigger redstone contraption that I was originally thinking. This is the area that I cleared out, and these are the spots that I had for the different vaults that the hermits can stand in. Yeah, this is not enough space in the slightest. For some reason, in my brain, I thought this was going to be a really nice and easy contraption. So I guess the first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to create a little bit more space here, because otherwise we really are going to struggle. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the previous episode of Hermitcraft, this is what I've designed for our little randomizer vault thing. And basically, all the hermit has to do is they just walk inside here and hit this button, and the floor could either open up, or, as you can see right now, lava could drop down on them, and of course that will kill them. But if we hit the button again, because the door's just opened, maybe there's a chance that the floor will open. Yes, okay, so those are both of the outputs. So the hermit could either live or die. Obviously, if the floor opens up, then that means they're going to drop down into a little area, then they can continue on. But as you can see, the redstone is absolutely massive, and it's a horrible, disgusting mess that really doesn't look very good. So I think what I'm going to try and do at the beginning of this episode is I'm going to try and compact it down. Okay everyone, so it is now 10:45 in the morning. I've been working on this redstone design for a little while now, and I have to say, early morning redstone, that's not something that I do particularly often because my brain is an absolute mess in the mornings, but I have managed to come up with a working design. So first off, this was the design that we had originally. As you can see, bit of a bulky mess, it's a bit all over the place, and not only that, it only works for one module, so I would have had to build all of this redstone 3 times over, and as you can see, not particularly tileable. That would have been a lot of space between all of the modules. Now, I tried my best to compact it down, and I managed to do a decent job, but it still wasn't particularly good. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd overhaul the entire thing and basically build all 4 of the modules together. So we have got 4 modules here. You can walk into each and every one of them, and when we hit this button, as you can see, the floor either opens up or lava drops down on you. In fact, lava drops down in all of them, but if you do go through the floor, obviously you've gone through the floor before the lava gets to you, so you don't end up dying. Now, the way that I've done this is actually really simple. I've got a few randomizers out the back. I've got a bunch of timing circuits and things. The door closing mechanism is all done and dusted. So yeah, it's actually working really nicely, and as you can see, we haven't got so lucky here, so that means that we would have been killed by the lava. It's pretty cool, it's an awesome system, and of course it all depends on luck. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed that tiny little time lapse there that I decided to do, because we have cleared out the area. Here it is. This is where all of the redstone is going to be going. And yeah, I think it's going to be big enough. Whoa, what just happened to my mouse? That was very bizarre. But anyway, I think this room is going to be big enough. Having seen the redstone, it might be tight. I might have to clear out a little bit extra area, but I'd say we are pretty much good to go. Now, as you can see here, I have got a few blocks in this area. This is, of course, where our little modules are going to be going. And once again, actually, I feel like these might be a little bit close to this area here. Like, you're going to walk in, it's just straight away, the doors are there. So maybe I might push those back a bit, potentially. Maybe, I don't know, I'll play around with it. But basically, now it is time to start gathering up some redstone resources. I've already got a few of them on me, but we're going to need a lot more than that, because this is quite a big redstone project. So yes, I'm going to head back over to the storage area, start picking up some items, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so for the most part, I've actually got quite a lot done. What we've got is we've got the button input, then we've got the door opening mechanism, but you may notice we've got some blank space here, and that is because I currently don't really have any quartz particularly, which means that I can't make any comparators, which means that I can't make the pulse extender that is going to be going here. It also means I can't make any of the randomizers because they all require comparators. So yeah, that's not the best thing. We are going to have to pop into the nether at some point, but what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd just sort of crack on with the redstone and basically get everything done. It's like I don't have any dispensers either, which is going to cause a bit of a problem with dispensing the lava. But what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd just crack on and just work with it. Don't place any of those items in, but do the rest of the redstone, if that makes any sense. So even though we don't have a lot of the resources to do it, what we're going to do is we're going to create most of the redstone, then we're going to go out and get the resources, then come back and finish all of the redstone. I don't know if that's the correct way of doing things. Obviously, I've never actually done it like that before. I've always sort of gathered up the resources midway through the project, but sometimes that disrupts the flow, and I'm in the flow at the minute, so I fancy just building and doing all the redstone right now. So I'm going to crack on with this one. We're going to continue forth, and hopefully by the end of this, we will get ourselves a working system. Good news, everybody. I have managed to get the lava dispensing circuit in, which you can see right away over here. Obviously, minus the dispensers, but I mentioned that earlier on. I've also managed to do the door opening sequence, minus the pulse extender, which once again, I mentioned earlier on. And now I'm just in the process of creating the randomizers for all of our pistons. Now, of course, this is like the heart and soul of the build. This is probably the most important element. So what we need to do is we need to run a redstone wire right the way out the back here, and it needs to be 8 blocks along from this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm a champion. I'm so very happy with that. That is absolutely amazing. I managed to make this room the perfect size. Excellent news. And then this is the line that is basically just going to be running into all of our randomizers. Now we're using 2-bit randomizers, I think. Is that what they're called? 2-bit randomizers? Because you can have a 1 and a 0, or a 0 and a 1. I'd say that makes it a 2-bit randomizer, but I'm sure I'm going to be corrected down in the comment section. But these things were designed by Hi Folks, I'm Adam, absolutely ages ago, and you may notice that I still use them all the time on my builds because they're fantastic. They really are fantastic randomizers, really nice and simple. And as I say, yeah, it's the heart and soul of the build. So we have 2 different randomizers, 1 for each set of couples here, and that's basically how it all ends up working. Alright, I reckon it's explaining time, because my explanation of the 2-bit randomizer just then was absolutely awful, and I'm going to try and explain how this little system here works. So what we've got here is this is the 2-bit randomizer. From this point here through into this piston section. Okay, so this piston section is the end of the 2-bit randomizer, and then these are our 2 outputs. So this is like the heart of the build. This is where the randomization comes in, because inside here we're going to have a non-stackable item and we're going to have a stackable item. Then running out of this hopper there should be a comparator, but of course I don't have any quartz, so just imagine that it's there. But if the non-stackable item goes up into the hopper when it's powered, then that means that all 3 of these bits of redstone dust are going to get powered, okay? The signal strength is a little bit stronger, so all of this redstone is going to get powered, and that means that both of these repeaters are going to turn on, especially this one, okay? This one's the important one, because that means that this piston will get powered, pushing this block out the way, meaning that this output won't be turned on, but this output will be turned on. However, if the stackable item goes up into the hopper, then only this piece of redstone dust is going to get powered. These 2 aren't going to get powered, which means that the piston won't extend, and that means that the repeater will push through this block and go into this redstone, and that means that only that one is going to be getting an output. So that is how this 2-bit randomizer works, and I hope that you understood that. I hope, I really do, because otherwise, yeah, I'm going to struggle doing any better than that. Alright, so all of the redstone circuitry is now completed, everything is in place, we've got the randomizers, we've got the lava dispensing circuit, we've got the door opening circuit, we've got pretty much everything. All I need to do now is do some sprucing up of the decoration, because at the minute this is looking extremely rough around the edges. But of course, finally, after putting it off for so long, I've now got to go and gather up some resources. So we need quartz, we need dispensers, and we probably need some other things that I'm definitely going to forget about, and then when I come back round here I'll be really frustrated. But hopefully I can gather up that stuff nice and easily, and then we'll be able to get this build nice, done and completed and ready for testing, because it definitely requires some testing. Oh no, my inventory's getting a little bit full. Look, you can see I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces left. Oh, I really need to clear up some space. Yeah, that'll do. Got plenty of room now. I've just realised that I have done a bunch of mining today. I've got a bunch of nether quartz, and I have not used fortune in the slightest to gather this stuff up. Oh, I could have had so much more. But anyway, we're going to head back to the base now. But while we do, I thought I would just bring something up, because obviously I was mining in the nether and you encounter little lava pools, and it's quite stressful. You know, I panic anyway. I panic, I smash all the number keys trying to find the block, and then generally speaking I set fire to myself. That's just because I'm strange though, okay? That's not a problem that everyone faces, but I'm just rubbish. I'm rubbish for playing the game. But one thing that I am really excited about in Minecraft 1.9 is the ability to dual wield a pickaxe and a block, and being able to mine and then place blocks quickly. That would be amazing. And then in general Minecraft, obviously the ability to mine and place torches is going to be absolutely awesome. Now the reason that I'm mentioning that is because recently on Twitter had a small rant about Minecraft 1.9 saying that I didn't really like the direction that it was taking, and I still sort of agree with that a little bit. You know, there's some small things that I don't particularly like. Obviously the fact that they've fixed a lot of bugs, okay? They fixed a lot of bugs that were really useful. Now, obviously, I can't really complain about that because they are bugs, they're unintended features, they shouldn't be in the game, but that still doesn't stop it from being frustrating. But also, I played around with the PvP recently, and it's alright, but I'm of the opinion that Minecraft is a simple game and it deserves a simple PvP system, and the new PvP system isn't particularly simple, which means that some people are going to be really put off from playing PvP anymore, and I think that could be pretty bad for the community. That's all I'm going to say, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't use PvP that often, so it doesn't bother me too much. But for people who really enjoy PvP in Minecraft, it's basically ruined the game for them. For a lot of them anyway, it's really taken out an element that they really enjoyed, and that could be bad for the community as a whole anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, you know, Minecraft 1.9, it looks like it's going to be okay. There's nothing in the update that's really got me properly excited, like of course the 1.5 redstone update or the pistons update, or when they introduce slime blocks. Nothing is really blowing my mind at the minute. Obviously the new command block features are cool, but I don't really use those very often. But that being said, a Minecraft update is a Minecraft update, and I really shouldn't be complaining, because otherwise they might never release them again. Oh guys, look what I've just found. I've found 3 stacks of nether quartz in my ender chest. Of course I put it in the ender chest. What an idiot. I put like 30 ender chests around, and I specifically said I was going to put the nether quartz in there so that I could craft comparators wherever I stood. Oh, I make myself so angry. So I suppose it's not too bad. Okay, we've gathered up some nether quartz. We have that now. We've got more nether quartz than we did beforehand. I suppose I can't complain, but still. Ooh, frustrating. There's a skeleton between my legs. I just really wanted an excuse to say that. He's really giving me hell as well. Wow. Alright, redstone is in, dispensers are in, lava is not in, but let's give this thing a quick test. Okay, so we'll stand in here, hit the button, and nope, doesn't sound like we've got lucky there, so we would have died in this situation. Just imagine the lava pouring down on me. This is a pretty good way to test it, actually. Right, let's give it another go, see if we get lucky this time. Statistically, we should have done. So we have just had like a 25%, there's only a 25% chance of what just happened there. Let's try this again. 12.5% chance. I'm starting to think that maybe I realise what's happened here. Haven't actually put the items in the randomizers, have I? Yeah. 1 lava bucket in there, 1 lava bucket in there, 1 lava bucket in there, and 1 lava bucket in there. I also have an extra lava bucket to fill in the lava hole that is in the other room, and you know what? I'm going to do this on camera so that you guys can stop complaining, because the number of complaints that I got about this, people were literally screaming down in the comment section that I've missed it. There it is. Bonk. Good. Okay, I was expecting that to flow down then. So that's in, that's all fixed, and now we have a working system. I shouldn't have stepped on that pressure plate there, so we'll turn that off real quick. But this should be the full working system. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to chuck all my items away. I could probably keep some of the rubbish ones on me, but I have no idea if this is actually going to kill me, okay? I really don't know. I really have no idea. It could just cause damage. That's what I'm sort of hoping for. If it does kill me, though, then I suppose it's no biggie. Items are away. Let's see if I can get lucky here. So, I've got this sign. Pick a door, any door. Hint, 2 will kill you. Don't know if it's going to kill us yet, but I'm going to say this one right here. So, here we go. Oh, we got lucky. Excellent news. Okay, so we've popped through down to the bottom. That means that we'll be able to continue on to our next part. Now, I'm not seeing any lava at the minute, but I suppose, you know, that could come a little bit later. So, this one. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, yeah, it's definitely, yeah. Oh, that's deadly. Really lethal. Wow, okay. Oh. Did I have my armor on me? I might have had my armor on me. The good news is that, yes, I have recovered all of my armor. I'm looking fantastic, nice and shiny, bright and blue, which is cool. The bad news is, of course, is that you guys didn't get to witness me absolutely flip biscuits at the thought of losing all of my armor, because I would have been pretty stressed out by that whole situation, would not have been happy there. But it's cool, because we have all of it, and of course, the best news about all of this is that the machine's working. It's actually working wonderfully. Like, this is perfect, and it looks good, functions well, is much better than the original design that I came up with. So I'm chuffed. I really am chuffed with how well we've managed to do so far in today's episode. Now, as you can see, I'm currently working on decorating this place, sprucing things up a little bit, and I'm not doing the best of jobs, as you can probably tell. I don't really know what I'm going for here. We've got a very small space to work with. I was trying to replicate what we have going on this side of the room, and to be fair to me, I think I've done an alright job actually looking at this. Yeah, it's actually quite good. I'll add a few extra stone slabs in here. You know what? That's actually quite a nice area, considering there's such a small amount of space. Obviously, none of the hermits are really going to be looking in this room anyway. They're just going to walk into the door, hit the button, and hope for the best. So, I think I've done a pretty decent job. Of course, I am going to have to do the ceiling a little bit, but it's all coming together quite nicely. Okay guys, so I've got a tiny little update here. I have placed in this little area down at the bottom. So this is where the hermits are going to be falling into. And of course, then it's going to go into the next section of the crazy jungle run that we're creating. And honestly, I don't know how big I'm actually going to be making this thing. Okay, this thing's already pretty big, but I'm sort of thinking that we just make it massive so that it takes hermits like entire episodes to solve, maybe? Like it could be like a full-on proper thing that they have to really spend time on. I don't know, let me know down in the comment section how big you think I should make this thing, whether it should be like a mini-game type deal or like a proper adventure that they have to go on, because building like an adventure map or like a puzzle map in survival, that would be pretty cool. That would be a cool project that we could work on over multiple episodes. Of course, already we've done about 4 or 5 episodes on it, but we can definitely go further. There's plenty of ideas here. I've got tons of ideas that we can come up with. So, yeah, let me know down in the comment section. But another thing that I just thought I'd quickly mention at the end of today's episode is, have you enjoyed this episode, okay? Because I have to say, today's episode, for me, has been seriously fun. I don't know what it is about today's episode, but it's just been an absolute blast to record. I've really loved it. It's been like quite relaxed, quite chilled out. I've just been chatting away to you guys, just having a lot of fun, and I've just really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed recording today's episode, and I'm sort of thinking that it might be because I started recording it early in the morning, because generally speaking, the way that I do Hermitcraft is I would wake up at about, I don't know, 7:30, okay? I'm quite an early waker-upper. But I'd wake up at 7:30 in the morning roughly, and then I'd plan out redstone videos, I'd respond to comments, respond to emails, do the Patreon stuff, do the Twitter stuff, do all of that sort of thing for the first few hours, and then maybe I'd record a redstone video, and then from about 1:30 onwards, I'd record Hermitcraft until about 5 in the evening. Now, by the end, you know, by about 5 in the evening, I'm starting to get a little bit tired. Obviously, I've been at my desk since 9 in the morning, so it's like a 9 to 5 day almost. But of course, I'm doing like Minecraft videos and things, so it doesn't really count. But by the end of the day, I do begin to get a little bit tired, and you know, you sort of get like restless, like, oh, I want to be doing something else. So today, it's been completely different, because it is currently around about 2 in the afternoon, and I'm still feeling really fresh. I'm still feeling like the day's just started, but I've just finished recording Hermitcraft, and I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to go, because the delivery man's arrived once again. He just keeps popping along while I'm mid-recording. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you enjoyed this style of video as well. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of that one. But unfortunately, ladies and gents, I've got a package to pick up. If you did enjoy it, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.